Trevonte Citizen is
He is
the
one-
highest. He's the highest rated running back that's still on the board.
Yeah, he is, and his name's been thrown around quite a bit. But truthfully, at this point, I think that might be a long shot for Nebraska to land Citizen. Obviously, that's the guy that everybody wants. But there's a kid out of Minnesota that's intriguing. That I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But he might be one. But yes, I mean, Citizen's a guy that they're after. I mean, he's definitely coveted, and they are working on him, and that would be a big get. But we'll see, and that's just my opinion right now, saying that it's a long shot, because obviously we know that my opinion doesn't count that much.
Hey! Come on now.
I've been known to be wrong quite a bit in the recruiting game, but yeah, we'll see.
I stopped counting, but at least 5 of the top 50 running backs in the country are still available, and more down the list here.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys out there, and Nebraska's an intriguing place right now because it's got a running back room that's completely up in the air, right? You really don't have, a number one guy, and it's an open competition for that spot. And if you're good and you want to compete for a starting job at a Power 5 school, why wouldn't you want to come here?
Camden Royal, would that be your guy?
He's another name that's been on there.
He's out of Minneapolis.
Yeah.
I was looking for a Minnesota running back.
Yeah. So it's just right now with what's going on. Okay, you can't. January 4th, like I mentioned earlier, January 14th is kind of a key date there, which I mentioned that Chubba Purdy's coming in for his official visit. That's the first official visit weekend that you're allowed to have official visitors on campus. So, we're a little bit over a week away from that date. So I expect that we're going to hear some more names of running backs that are coming in here for some visits here before final signing day coming up. So there's a lot going on. There's definitely a lot going on. And, another point about getting that running backs coach in here and stuff is that, you're opening up now. You're coming into the time where you're hosting junior days and stuff, and you're really getting hot and heavy on that 2023 recruiting class. So you want to be able to have all your coaches in place and entrenched, and then, start impressing some of these young men and when you get them into Lincoln here, because like we've said many, many times, when you can get a kid here on campus, you got a pretty darn good chance of landing him. Once they see what's all going on around here, it kind of changes a lot of kids' opinions that have never been here before.
Moonbot's letting us know that if he wins the Powerball, the Huskers will be set. He'll kick in with that NIL money.
All right. You let me know, Moonbot. You got my number. We'll get it rolling. We'll grab all the best talent out of the country. They'll love it.
If I'm not mistaken, Zach Evans was the first 5-star ever signed at TCU. Running back, turned in his first season, but he has entered the transfer portal as well.
And I'm trying not to drop names here. I'm gonna say this, and this might be about Zach Evans, but Nebraska does have a big-time guy that is in the transfer portal that's basically signed, sealed, and delivered right now. And that will be announced here in the next couple of days, I'm thinking. And I'm not saying that's Zach Evans or not, but that's a possibility because I don't know who it is. I have no idea who it is, but there is somebody there that is ready to make it public and sign on the dotted line. So we'll see.
All right, Alan, we appreciate you being here and encouraging everyone to show up and show out and hit the like button. And we would like to sponsor this show, so hit me up If you have any contacts with any potential sponsors, hit me up at MarkRogersTV at
Moonbot,
Gmail.
Moonbot, right there. You win the lottery, buddy. You're
Oh
sponsors.
man. Yeah, you can spare a few grand. Send the rest of it NIL. I get it. Nebraska gets the big money, but save a few. Save a few for us. All right. Look at Navy Thomas is here.
Hey, Navy, back in the game. Love it.
Navy Thomas is the subscriber that is the longest running, that is still active, that I still see him comment and show up. I don't know how long Navy Thomas has been watching, but Navy Thomas, you're our guy. So
might be the greatest college football fan on the planet. And I'm not just saying that. I mean, he backs it up. He really can. He backs it up. He's a very smart football guy.
Absolutely. Absolutely, he is. What are they doing down at Texas A&M? I know this is off topic in terms of Nebraska football, but Mike, they had the #1 recruiting class on National Signing Day.
Yeah.
And then since then, they've probably signed. I've got a Texas A&M guy from 247 that I bring in all the time and talk to. But anyway, I can't remember it. They've signed at least like 3 other top 5 guys at their position since they had the #1 class.
Yeah, it's bizarre. I mean, Jimbo, man, give him some credit. He's got him fired up there in Aggie land for some reason, and he's kind of making this whole recruiting rankings thing look silly all of a sudden. A team that you're not used to seeing up there at the top of the recruiting rankings like they are. And boy, I don't know. I mean, wasn't it just a couple of months ago when people were saying that Jimbo was leaving Texas A&M?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, it's just bizarre. And hats off to him. You know what? I mean, hey, Aggie Land, they got to be happy. They really do. And it's a place that I've often called College Station, especially when you go there in August. I call that hell on earth. I mean, it's just scorching hot down there. If you've ever been to the Texas State 7-on-7 finals, they're played there at Texas A&M University, and my goodness, it's hot. And I've had a lot of unpleasant experiences in College Station, but I still respect the hell out of them. I have a lot of fun there too, so don't get me wrong. But I love what they're doing down there, and I think it's kind of funny that you see Oklahoma and Texas trying to join the SEC after you see Texas A&M and what they're doing here as an SEC member, and what that's done to their recruiting is unbelievable. Because I don't think you wouldn't see that happening if Texas A&M was still in the Big 12. I don't think they'd be up there even close to the #1 spot. I don't care who their coach was and stuff, but yeah, there's something special going on there right now. And Jimbo Fisher, man, hats off to you, brother.
The only time I've been to College Station was for the NCAA baseball tournament, and it was, excuse me, it was in late May. And so this is, the last weekend of May, Memorial Day weekend, sometime in that range. And it was hot enough then. It was like 102.
And there's nothing around there. I mean, there's like no shade or anything. That's what sucks. I mean,
yeah, it's just beating down on you.
You can't escape the sun or the heat.
I did think it was a fun baseball atmosphere, though. You've got the ballpark, and they've got the train that comes right behind the outfield fence, and it's a great setting.
It's a beautiful campus. It really, I mean, they've pumped a lot of resources into that campus. The football stadium is amazing. And it really is a fun town. It's a fun town to go out and enjoy in the evenings and stuff. It's just a super fun little college town. It really is.
And to your point about Jimbo, one of the smartest things that he said to squash those rumors when they were really pushing hard the media about him going to LSU was, speak of the recruiting class, he said, "Do you really think I'd be bringing in these recruiting classes that I'm going to have
Yeah,
to
he
play
did say
against.
yeah, yeah. I thought that was genius. I laughed. Yeah, that was great. Yeah, yeah.